Good morning. I hope you are doing well. I want to take a look at uh, alt USD. It has been a minute since I looked at this pair. Euro JPY was invalidated, so I wanted to share with you guys what I was seeing on alt USD and what I'm currently in right now. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the last video. I'm going to walk through my technical analysis and I am going to complete a time frame analysis. And so that's where I go in. I identify my key levels of resistance and support, and I mark those areas off so that I am cognizant of where they are. And then using my Fibonacci tool, my trend lines, I determine from there what my approach to the market will be. And so I'm on the monthly chart right now, and I am going through and just identifying my swing high, swing lows. And so on the monthly, and so what I'll do when I get done is just check to see where I am and if I've selected all of the correct levels, or at least similar levels that the system has identified. So that is what I'm going to do. Now I'm gonna go over here to my smart toolbox, click my smart support. You'll see the areas that I chose have been selected. I'm going to select this one here at the bottom, but after that, I am going to leave that alone because this is the monthly. This is over 1,000 pips away from where price is right now. So I'm going to leave that as is. We're going to turn off smart support. I'm going to turn on smart resistance. And I missed this one right here, which is fine. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a double one here, very close. Now, a lot of people often ask, like, how do you know how far to go? Like, what time frame do you look at? I don't look at like dating back to years. I'm looking at structure. And when I say structure, I'm talking about those highs and those lows. And then I'm determining where to place from there. All right. So now that I'm done with the monthly, I'm going to go ahead to the weekly. And I don't have a formation here. So on this chart, so I can't just mark it yet. But I do have a high, which is right here. And then I do have another high, which we got. And then I think that is all. So I'm going to turn on my smart resistance just to double check, and I'm good. I'm happy with what I see. Smart support, we didn't really do anything because there is nothing to add here. So I'm going to go down to the daily, and guess what I'm going to do, y'all? The same thing. So I believe we have a high here. Excuse me. We have a high here. We have a low here. I'm going to grab this low over here too. And then I'm going to move this up just a smidget. And then I'm looking. I don't believe that I have anything else. I am going to mark off. I don't think this is a high, but I do know that this is. I'm going to double check. Yep, it didn't select that, but we did get 2 levels here. This is so tight, I missed it. Okay, and then I'm going to turn on smart support. And I missed one here. Okay. Now I'm going to go down to the 4 hour, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. I see a level here. We'll turn the color. We got one here. We got another one here. Technically this eyeball, let me excuse me. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, I think this is technically one here. So the high here is 385. This is less than, what is this? High 385. Oh, it's the same. Let me see if the system picks it up. It probably won't. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so I'll grab this one. That's definitively a high. And then we got one here. This one is a double stack here. Let me adjust this. Okay. So, and then we got some lows. So I'm going to turn off the smart resistance. And I am going to pick up the lows. This is 4 hour. So technically I can't count this as a low until this formation is complete right here of this last candle, which is fine. I'll leave it be. This is not a low. So let's double check. Yep, we're good. So the 4 hour is going to be the lowest that I go. You can go lower than that, but I like to find my setups on the higher time frames. To me, it just seems a little bit more reliable. All right, so I'm good. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go back to my higher time frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm running the fibs. And basically what I'm doing is building me a case as to the direction of the market right now. To the downside, this doesn't inform the way that I want or what I see. And to the upside, I do get a little more of that. So if I run my fib from the last low to the high, I see that we had a setup. You have A low, B high, shallow retracement, stall out. Also form monthly resistance, 118, 127. Then we had bullish reaction and a monthly support form at the 618. And so theoretically, price should be traveling to this 86101. Now, this is like long term. This is the monthly chart. So each of these candles represents a month's worth of information. So what does that tell you? That this could take a very long time to play out and reach this D extension if the move is in fact to the upside long term. So what do? You're trying to find something to capitalize on now, right? And so we're going to drill down. We're going to do the same thing that we did before. So I'm going to the weekly. Y'all have allergies, and they are, I never realized that allergies make you cough until I had them. And, it's not fun at all. So what I'm looking forward to the downside is to make sure we hit a D extension, and we did over here. So you'll see this past fib. The D extension is right at that 4 hour support. We did hit it. We actually went lower than that, formed bullish support, and then we started moving to the upside. So I've gotten what I need from here. We hit a D extension. I'm still interested in moves to the upside right now. So I'm going to look at the next lowest point to see where we are. And that is not my lowest. Hold on. So wait. Let's go back. We hit the D extension, we form support, and from here, what I'm looking for are the moves to the upside. So this is the weekly chart. Excuse me. I'm going to go to the daily, and I'm not interested in seeing what's happening over here. I'll actually show you. If I click below, it's not going to give me anything, right? It's not going to tell me anything because we've had lows that broke the previous low of the move to the upside. So move to the downside lows basically make this non-existent. So I want to go back to the lowest point. I want to click above the last high with my smart Fibonacci tool, and I want to see where we are. Now, what this shows is that this Fibonacci sequence is still active. So we had the A low, we had the B high, we had a 38.2 pullback, price pushed up almost to that D extension, completing at 69078. Excuse me. But then we formed weekly, we formed 4 hour, we were right up under monthly and daily resistance, and price pushed down. So what I want to see from the upside is the move complete to the downside based on the fibs? And then what I want to do is build a case as to why it makes sense for me to take a buy. On the higher time frame, this was a key level, right? That 618, right at that monthly support. And so in my mind, I'm thinking that a buy is still in play. So let's see what we've got here. We had an A high, B low. We had a 23.6 pullback. Price still completed the sequence right at 650. We formed a level of support at 64433, and price is now pushing up. So short term, or I'm still on the daily. Let me go down. Let me go down. So being on the 4 hour, and actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a ray. I'm going to go from high to swing high. And I'm going to use my smart trend line just to double check. Okay, so they're in a little more. This is where I want to be, right up on top of here. Let's see. Let me adjust this. I use the ray because drawing trend lines, like staying off of candles, is difficult for me to do with the ray. Like I kind of force myself to do it. So there we go. I'm good with this. And so we've got a break of the trend line on the higher time frame to the upside. So now that we've gotten that break, I'm interested in moves to the upside, at least for the time being. So I'm currently in a buy on this setup, right? And so my thought process is that my entry was at the 38.2, and I'm riding it to 659. I always make my take profit a couple pips before the actual de-extension, just because of the spreads with brokers. And the worst thing ever is to run a play, have the play right, and then your take profit doesn't trigger because, of the spread. You didn't account for the spread. So I always bring mine in just a couple pips before, or, if I'm going for a buy, a couple pips before the take profit. Either way, it buy or sell. Okay, so this is my thought short term. This is like 100 pips, I believe, or a little over 100. Actually, 75. My thought. Short term move for me. I thought it was at least 100 that I would be taking, but it's actually 75. So what I'm going to be watching for is to see if price continues to carry the momentum to break through this daily and 4 hour level. And then I'm interested to see, because we still have that upside fib. Let's see. Hold on. We still have that upside fib that's still active, right? But now price has shifted directions on the 4 hour. And you can even call this a break to the upside on the daily. But we're approaching a key level here. And I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to go and click here. So price is approaching a key level, which is at the 660, right? This fib to the downside is not complete yet. So I'll be watching at this level how price is reacting. If I don't get a break through it, I will close out the buy that I'm in, and watch to see if I get any bearish signals before executing. But right now, based on what I see, this still looks like a viable option to me for 689. Now you see, you got weekly, you got 4 hour, you got monthly, and you got daily resistance. So if this is something that, if we break through the 6.6 area, my take profit would be right around this 6.86. But the fib sequence is not complete until 6.9. So I'm curious to know what you think. How are you playing odd USD? Did you catch the long-term sell that happened for the last 2 months? And I think this was a total of, let's see, 426 pips over 34 days. So it's not even 2 months. It's just a month. That price took. And so let me know in the comments what you think. How are you playing this? But look at this thing moving. It's pushing to the upside. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do break through this daily level here and continue to the upside. I know that there is some news that is coming out for odd tonight. I believe also Wednesday, some economic news that could give us some strength to the Australian dollar that we would need in order for this to play out and happen, So, okay. So I gotta go get ready to start my day. But I did want to share with you guys what I was seeing. I hope you have a phenomenal day. And if you are looking for a community where you can ask questions, post charts, all of that good information, make sure that you click the link in the description for my No Cost Forex Facebook Mastermind group. And then if you're wondering how I approach the charts, make sure you sign up for the No Cost mini course. Okay. All right. So I will see you guys on the next video. I hope you have a great day and I will see you soon. Bye.